Thank you so much for coming to chat to us.
More than welcome.
Can you introduce yourself and can you tell us a little bit about your role at HPS?
Yeah, of course. So my name is Mehdi Sabbahe. So I've joined HPS back in 2015 after 12 years in investment banking in Paris. I joined the other side on the tech side. So 2015, as an account manager for Europe and Americas. Then business development manager, and since 3 years now I'm heading the sales for the region, for Europe and Americas.
And can you tell me about HPS?
Yeah, so we're what we'd like to call ourselves as a payment software provider. So we're specialized in payments. So we're covering the whole payment chain value. So from issuing, switching to, of course, acquiring. That's why we're here today. So basically we provide a software that will be used by a bank, could be an acquirer, to onboard the merchants, to manage the life cycle of these merchants, all the clearing, settlements, POS, ATMs, all that can be delivered on premises, meaning you install, you operate the software, or on a SaaS mode, so software as a service, meaning we host, we operate on your behalf.
And so how do you see consumer expectations evolving this year in payments?
Well, I think they're more demanding in terms of servicing, in terms of, of services, of innovation. So we're seeing a lot of things around blockchain, around AI. I think security is also something that is coming, that is very important. So authentication, double authentication. So all these trends, let's say, are for me what is coming next in the payment industry. And all of that needs also to come with a technology that is somehow performant, that is reliable, that is cloud native. So a lot of challenges that are coming. You need to be sexy, but also secure. And
Absolutely. So can you tell me a little bit about the open payment platform?
Yeah, so I'll tell you from our perspective, from HPS perspective to today, an open payment platform is for me something, first of all, that is open in terms of APIs, meaning that you can get to any function of these open payments through an API, through something very simple, secure, seamless. It's also something that needs to be easily fit within, let's say, an IT ecosystem. So today we see in many banks, even in fintechs, you can see 10 to 15 different systems. So you need to be able to fit actually in this kind of ecosystem. It's also, for me, an open payments platform. It's also in terms of technology. It needs to be cloud native. It needs to support the latest technologies, infrastructure that are in the market today.
And I hear that you're doing a panel today. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we're talking in a SaaS, software as a service panel, actually. So again, this is something very trendy. Back 20 years ago, I think a lot of banks were looking for having softwares on premises to get the control, let's say, on the software, on the roadmap. But we see today that we are more focused on the end services. So a lot of our customers today are more looking for software as a service because they don't have the capabilities anymore to manage the infrastructure, to manage the security. But also the fact that public clouds now are offering a lot of possibilities for software providers like us. SaaS becomes more easy to go. So yeah, we're discussing all of that today in the panel.
Fantastic. And this is not your first time at MPE,
No,
I believe. You've been a few times.
Yeah, 9 times actually.
Awesome. How do you find the event?
No, it's quite good so far. We see a lot of people compared to last year. We're going out from COVID. We see that they have added some booths in places where, that were empty the years before. Now I think we see that people are coming back to this kind of events, which is good for us.
So can you tell me a little bit about what we can expect to see from HPS in the coming year?
Yeah, so I mean we've done a pretty good jobs, let's say, in terms of functionalities around the solution services these last years. Next 3-4 years will be more focused on technology because we're changing the whole architecture of our solution. So going from a what we call a three-tier architecture to a microservices-based architecture. So meaning that we are becoming cloud native. We are able now to scale automatically. So in terms of resources, in terms of sizing of the infrastructure. So let's say that we did the job on the business side. Now we are really focusing on the next level on the architecture, on the technology side.
Fantastic. And is that a kind of, do you see that in current trends at the moment? What are some of the trends that you see?
So we're quite the first in this type of architecture, what we call microservice architecture, but we see that others are coming. Some of our colleagues did it on the core banking side, so not the card management system, but the core banking side. But I think it's something that is the future in terms of technology, because now if you want to be really cloud native and support all the cloud native functions, you need this type of architecture to be in place.